Just to see, the look on his face, he was just completely locked in on the game, and just the emotion he just showed in the locker room. Man, it's great to get this win for Coach Inchminga, and we definitely praying for him and his family.
Was there a point where you guys just kind of all looked at each other and said, "We want to win this one for Coach Jim. We obviously want to win it to go to the national championship." But a little more emotion to it.
Yeah, as soon as I found out before we left the hotel, I told myself and a few other people this for Coach E. I know it's a tough time for him and his family, but he still was completely locked in on the game for us, and just shows the type of guy he is and the love he has for us and for LSU.
In the locker room, getting ready for the game, and so I just want to send my prayers to the family and just let them know that I think not only the team but the whole state of Louisiana is praying for Coach E and his family right now.
A little more emotion after you found that out?
Yeah, it was tough. I mean, especially to just lose a loved one like that. I think we all kind of took that one to the heart.
You maybe want to put a little extra on it. I mean,
yeah.
Not that you want to win it for him, you win it for the team, but.
Yeah, it's so tough that, especially for Coach E to come out and coach a game like he did tonight. I mean, offense hung 63 points. They could have put up 75 if they wanted to. So, man, all the credit goes to him.
What did Joe prove tonight?
He's the best player in the nation. I think everybody kind of knows that. And this team goes as Joe goes. And so, I mean, I don't know how much touchdown 7 he threw for tonight. So, hey, the stats don't lie.
Clyde went out there with hamstring hanging off. I mean, what does that say about him?
He's 6'5", 270 in my eyes. He plays hard. Clyde's a guy that, people look up to on this team, and I kind of say that figuratively because Clyde's maybe 5'10", 225, 230, and so people look up to him. He plays his heart every time he goes out there, and he gives it his all, and everybody on this team respects him.
Why has the pass rush improved so much over the last month?
I think just letting the guys cut loose, knowing that you can have 3 inside guys with your nose and your 2 ends taking care of the run, which allows for your B rusher to create one-on-ones on the edge with the tackle and ultimately get the sack, and that's what you want. You want guys who can stop the run and ultimately get them to 3rd and long and let your best guys get on the field and get after the quarterback.
And when did you guys find out about the plane crash? How it affected Coach Andrew and his family?
Honestly, just kind of in the locker room before the game. Everybody kind of knew about it. Everybody kind of just said a prayer. And I think everybody's still kind of sending their prayers and condolences.
For him to do the job he did tonight under the circumstances is pretty amazing, right?
Oh, I mean, you put up 63 points in a playoff semifinal game. I don't think anybody's going to question your play calling.
Justin Jefferson tonight also proved something. What did he show you?
Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4. I think he made a statement tonight that we don't just have the best receiver in the nation, we have the 2 best receivers in the nation, 3, with Terrace as well. And I joke around with Dad about being the best tight end in the nation, but he had some pretty good afterburners on that catch today.
What's it going to be like being in New Orleans national championship?
We're looking forward to playing in front of the home state. I think that's a big thing. We haven't talked about it all year. It's been in our mind. It's been something we've wanted to do. Everybody knew what the goal was. And, after that game, Coach O told us it's finally here. We're playing for a natty. And so it means a lot. I mean, we look at this like a home game for us. Playing in Louisiana, playing in the Dome. Can't let this state down.
Not talking about it so you wouldn't jinx it, in other words?
Excuse me?
Not talking about it so you wouldn't jinx it?
Oh, yeah, just not talking about it in regards to playing the game at hand that week, not looking too far ahead in your schedule. That's the great thing about our coaching staff and the leaders in this program is nobody gets too far ahead of themselves. We focus on the task at hand and work at that.
Has it sunk in? You're going to play for a national championship?
It's crazy. My first year I was playing in the Texas Bowl. My second year I didn't make a bowl game. Third year I was redshirting. I didn't get to travel with them to the Citrus Bowl. Last year my season got cut short early, and this year I'm playing for a national championship. God works in mysterious ways, and I can't be any more grateful.
A lot of people talk about how well the offense performed, but y'all really shut down Oklahoma's offense for pretty much the entire first half. What really went into that success in the first half?
We expected them to come out and run the ball maybe 30 times today. I mean, they're the kind of really the masters of the counterplay. And so we were expecting a lot of gap schemes to lay a lot of counters. We didn't really get a lot of action up front on the D-line as far as what the back 7 got. And so, I guess that's kind of a good day in the office is when you can hold somebody under 100-yard rushing for I don't know how much they average a game, but I think just for us, just stay in your gap, do your job, and let your athletes make plays in space. That was kind of the game plan.
Breiden, with the way this team is,
the first series of the game set the tone. The first series of the game kind of set the tone for y'all.
Yeah.
Very first play.
Yeah, I think, when you come out, play action pass like that, and we get a sack with Caleb on, and then they come back and try to run a little quick little dump off in the flat, and our safeties get up on that. You kind of set the tone. In the second drive we got out there, another 3 and out. So I think that's what you want. You want to set the tone with a team like Oklahoma who likes to score a lot of points, especially coming from the Big 12 Conference.
with the way this team is playing the national championship in New Orleans, does it really matter who you play in the national title game?
In New Orleans, hometown, Louisiana, does it really matter who you guys play?
No, it doesn't matter, man. We're going to go out in there and we're going to play to the best of our ability against whoever we got to play against.
Y'all were saying, we're going home. What does that mean to play, like, in Louisiana and for the state?
Man, it means a whole lot to just be able to go and just play in front of the hometown. We're going to have the home field advantage, obviously, and it's just a blessing, man, to be able to just be in this opportunity.
There were 2 big games this year, like at the SEC Championship and this game, where y'all were able to tag Joe out and put in Miles. Like, what does that say to this program?
I mean, it just shows the type of team we have, that we're able to handle our business early. That way our players that are behind can get in there and get the experience. I mean, it's been a hell of a year, and we've had multiple games where the backups are able to go in. It just shows that we go out there and we compete and attack early.
He won the Heisman by, it's no fluke. Joe Burrow is the truth. I've been saying that all year. We were sitting down at breakfast this morning, and Joe was just sitting there shaking his hand. I was like, man, we can play right now. He said, I'm going for 10 touchdowns, and we putting up 70. And I was like, that's how you coming? And he was like, we can play right now. And I was like, and right then and there, I was like, okay, Joe's ready to go. So he told us that at breakfast this morning at 10 o'clock. So that's how I knew Joe was ready to go and locked in today.
There were times when he's letting go of the ball, when guys don't necessarily even look open. And by the time it gets there, they are, and the ball's right there. His level of trust in you guys to throw into what sometimes looks like coverage is also a huge part of it, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, he has a trust in all of us, but we put the work in. This is whatever week it is, whatever game this is, but, we put the work in the summer, and we all have that relationship. All the receivers, all the running backs, everybody has that relationship with Joe. We know where he wants us to be, and he knows, and he has a place where he expects us to be. So, I mean, it's just a level of trust we have with him, and on top of it, we have a relationship outside of football with him, so it just makes it that much stronger and easier.
Going to New Orleans, how special is this? Have you let it sink in at all yet?
I haven't let it sink in. To be honest, it probably won't sink in until tonight, maybe, when I'm sitting in my hotel room. But it's great. It's great. We're in the national championship, and it's finally here. We can finally talk about it. We're playing for the national championship. This is the next game. It's the last game. We've been talking about getting back to New Orleans the whole off season. When the season came, we didn't talk about it at all. So now that it's finally here and we're able to talk about it, it feels good. But we'll approach this game just how we've approached every game this season. One day at a time, one practice at a time. We'll enjoy this win. We'll enjoy this win. Watch the film, make the corrections that we need to make, and get back to the practice field and work on what we need to work on for this game.
Dad, did you guys win this one for Coach E, essentially?
I would say so. For Coach E and for his daughter-in-law and for his family as well. It says a lot about him and a lot about his character for him to go out there and still call the game and call such a good game. And I'm just so happy that we went out there and executed and have one of our best games offensively, for him and his family. But I would say so.
Do you have a preference? I mean, I know the way this team is playing right